Most people don't have a motivation problem. They have a structure problem. You feel like you're trying, but your days are built around reacting, not building anything that actually moves your life forward. And until you change how your day starts, nothing really changes. But once you do, you stop drifting through your days and start actually moving your life forward. For me, this is where something started becoming really clear. On the last chapter, we spoke about the nervous system, about how it was like the pendulum kept swinging from one extreme to the next. And basically, I started having a balance. Like every time the swing went down so far, I created a new baseline. So that kept like bringing me up. But what I realized is, even though that my nervous system was like clear, that I was still moving through my days with no kind of structure. Like obviously for me, when I'm at work, I've got no problem like getting up for like 5 o'clock starts. So my alarm clock goes off at 4 o'clock and I get up, no problem at all. Go to work, and then when I come back, I'm doing my exercise, I've got a bit of structure, and then dinner and go for a walk, and then it's bedtime again. But what I found is my days off. Now, this is the big realization for me, because as I said, I had no problem getting up for work when it was like working, but my days off were for me, for like time that I was kind of wanting to do, focus on my own path forward. Because my working days, the truck driving that I've been doing, I don't see a future in this. Like I don't feel passionate about it. I don't feel as if I've got my flow. It's just a job to pay the bills. And I don't know if you probably all kind of been in that kind of situation, that you're doing a job that you don't enjoy, and obviously you are going to work, you get up early, no problem at all, but it's your days off that, like for me, I wasn't setting an alarm for my days off. I was just waking up when I felt like it, and I feel as if that is just being programmed. It's like wiring in your brain from an early age, that like from school days maybe, that on your weekends, I won't set an alarm, I'll just sleep in. And then the older you get, you maybe go for drinks and stuff like that, and your days off, you're just kind of a wee bit hungover and you kind of don't set an alarm. Or there's not many activities in the morning that you have to get up for. So like I'm 43 years old, and that was the kind of first realization of having that. I'm like, why am I not setting an alarm for my days off when that time is for me? Like where I can actually build something for my future. And that's when the realization, it was just a bit of an epiphany. I started setting an alarm I got up at 6 o'clock. Now, like for my day off, when I did this, when I got up at 6 o'clock, I got up and I started writing scripts for these kind of like videos that I'm doing in the YouTube channel. And I wrote out like 3,000 words within like 3 hours. And then, it was like, I got up, got my breakfast, I did my exercises, did my cold shower, gua sha routine, got myself ready, and I was out the door for like 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was recording one of these videos. So I got home, edited it, had a wee bit of lunch, put music on, added some clips, and I put it all online, description, etc. For my 6 o'clock deadline that I gave myself. And this is all done before I picked up my kids at 2:45. Now, for me, that was a really productive day. Like, what I've just described there would normally take me 2 or 3 days to kind of put all that together. When you're writing the script, it's like all trying to bring up stories that you've had and that's relevant to the kind of conversation you're going, the kind of structure, the principles, the kind of lessons that you're trying to put in place. So it is a lot of effort. It's a lot of delving into your mind and memory. And this is why I feel as if when I'm done this YouTube channel, it's like my healing journey as well. Because for me, obviously, I've spoke about splitting up my wife and stuff and proper heartbreak. And yeah, this is doing a YouTube channel, doing these kind of scripts, writing content, but trying to go through a healing journey at the same time. I kind of knew that I needed to put them together so I can really use my time wisely and get both of them kind of done. So this is what I'm saying when I'm writing the scripts, the 3,000 words, it takes a long time because it is me processing like parts of my healing journey as well, and then trying to understand and unpack any kind of wisdom from it, and then seeing if there is any like principles that I've found that could help. So yeah, these kind of principles that I've kind of shared in these videos, it is me from researching and then trying out different things and trying to get my mind off of heartbreak. Like, that is, well, it is tough, really tough. And like for anybody that's went through heartbreak or is going through it, it's one of the toughest things you can actually go through. So these principles that I've kind of found, that I've from different motivational speakers and people online, people that I follow, when I've brought these in practice, it's really kind of helping me to regulate my nervous system to when I'm really struggling. Like, as I said, my last chapter, it was about the nervous system, the pendulum of swinging from like joy 1 minute to despair the next minute. And I really struggled with it. And using these principles, these kind of different structures and stuff, it brought me up to a different baseline every time. So what I'm kind of just trying to say is, yeah, these ideas, these kind of core things really helped me when I was actually at the lowest. So this is why I'm kind of putting these in my chapters. This is why in my script, because I found that kind of wisdom to use in my own life, and I want to share it with you guys online. Now, tying it back into what I just said about getting up at 6 and writing the script and getting all this thing done, that really, as I said, it was so productive for me. Now, anytime that I feel as if maybe I could lie in, like my memory goes back to that day, I'm like, no, I got so much done. That's like an anchor for me. Now it kind of goes back to one of the other principles I was saying in one of the videos before about the mini day, about splitting your day into 3 separate mini days. Like 6 in the morning to 12 would be your kind of morning time, 12 to 6 would be your afternoon, and 6 to 10 at night would be your evening kind of mini day. Now, with the mini days, the mornings, that's like kind of the most important part, because if your morning goes well, the rest of your day really goes well as well. But it does flip it on the other side. And when I was saying about just sleeping in, lying in on your day off, like you wake up like, I don't know, 8, 9, and you've already wasted like 2 or 3 hours. Now you get up and you're kind of chasing your tail, you're not really doing much, your day's not really structured at all. And then by the kind of afternoon, if you meet one of your friends or somebody you know, and they say about what did you do in your morning, and you just said you've done nothing. So I don't know if you've felt that yourself. Now it does give you that kind of opposite feeling as well. So if you have, like what I said, get up at 6, got so much done, had so much productivity done, and then meet somebody that has just said what I said about, yeah, I've not done much, do you know what I mean? You feel you've got a wee bit of a dopamine rush, you feel proud of yourself. Now, if you can imagine like stacking those days up, but if you did that every morning, and like kind of tying it into the 90-day principle that we spoke about before as well, about choosing habits, things that you want to bring into your day. Now if you started doing that every single day for 90 days, it becomes second nature. So if you can stack up all these small daily habits, and then every single day structure your day, get up at 6, like as I said, like with your mini day, write a wee bit or be creative in the morning, get the harder things done early, because that's as well, like when we said about writing 25 things, or writing your notes the previous night about what you're going to get done the next day. If you achieve the hardest thing first, then everything else becomes easier, and you feel as if you can accomplish anything in your day. So yeah, if you stacked all these kind of principles in together, did it every single day, or at least all your days off, or the time that you can fit in, then think of what you can achieve after, do you know what I mean, like a week, a month, 90 days, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Because it goes back to one of those principles that says that people underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Not overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate what they can do in 3 to 5 years. Now, if you've just went through your days, like I said, that you didn't set your alarm, and you've not really got structure in your day, and you're just, you let your day run away, you don't feel as if you've got much done. It's just like another day, you've watched TV, scrolled, laying about, you've met somebody, the next thing you know, it's 6, 7 o'clock at night, and you're like, oh, just sit and watch TV. Now, if you stack those kind of days up, then what are you going to achieve in your life? Now, this kind of takes me back to one of the kind of lessons from my wife. Like, her words have really become powerful at the end, because she basically says that I can't be with somebody just for their potential. Now, those words, at first it didn't necessarily hit me, but after a while I was like, wait a minute here, like the person that she sees me as is not the person that I feel as if I am in my head. And then that's when it really hit me. I was like, the potential of the person I want to be, that I imagine being, is so far away from the person I am at this moment in time. And that is the gap. And the gap was so huge. And these are the kind of things that broke down my marriage, that led me on to this heartbreak and despair. And as I said, like going through the healing journey on, like sharing this on YouTube, just because I was like, well, I can't be making a video of content and go through my healing journey at the same time. I kind of needed to do a bit of both. So I've kind of, marrying up my time. And that's another wee principle that I've kind of found. So yeah, that gap was like incredibly huge. And so after the heartbreak and stuff, and I've started putting all these like small structures in place, those many day concepts, getting up at 6 o'clock, 90-day reset, like as I said, these stacking them up every single day, this is me getting closer day by day, step by step, to the gap, to the vision of the person I am in the future. Now, I still feel as if I'm a bit away, but I'm gathering momentum every single day, every time I achieve one of my wee goals. Even do one of these videos, it's one step closer to writing my book that I want to write. Learning, like trying to be better on camera. Now, I never actually posted videos for 2 weeks. I was ill for a week, and then the last videos, I was kind of trying to do something different, use the teleprompter and try to talk with that, but I felt it wasn't me, it wasn't really me naturally just speaking. And all the kind of ideas and concepts that are in my head, but it's just hard to kind of sometimes bring it all into one package and be kind of polished as such. But that's another thing, it's like, it's one day at a time, step by step, just putting the camera up and like obviously going through the script in my head and understanding what I'm going to say. Now, this kind of leads on to like the motivational guys that I watch. A lot of them say that motivation's like great for a bit, because like, I don't know about yourself, but for a while I used to follow Tony Robbins, and it was all like dead fire, like motivation, and people used to come out going, wow, I feel as if I can conquer the world. But after that motivation dips, there becomes a bit of a lull, and like people just fall back into old habits. Now, this is when the motivational guys say about discipline. It's like, right, you need to have discipline. But I didn't go out my way like thinking I need discipline in my life. I felt like with the concept of discipline, it was a bit too much, like quite a lot of work kind of thing. But what I found was that it kind of worked out the opposite way, because when I found all these small principles, like instead of thinking like as in discipline's a big thing, I always kind of say that like my mind works in small steps. So instead of thinking, as I said, discipline is a big thing, those like break it down. So these principles that I found, the mini-day concept, 90-day habits, 888 principle, all these different things, for me that was one step at a time. Like I could take one of those steps, one of those principles, and practice it, put it into my own daily life, and whilst going through that kind of heartbreak and my nervous system all over the place, like that healing journey, that helped me massively. And what I found is every time I added these principles in, discipline was actually like it came out from it. Because when you're doing something every single day consistently, you're building structure into your life, that becomes your discipline. Like for me, like sometimes when I was driving a truck and like as I said, the nervous system, the pendulum was swinging. Like I spoke about the 3 days of despair, I think, in my previous video, and that was just like from one, oh I'm fine, to whoa, right dead low. And yeah, with the like the pendulum, I like when I was at work, sometimes I was really struggling, and I came home and I was like, right, I need to do something. I need to get out of my mind and into my body. And that's when like doing exercises. So doing my exercise, then going for the cold shower after it. Sometimes a cold shower felt like a bit like punishment, but it does something with you. It's like yeah, I can't remember what it does actually, but it kind of changes your nervous system, your kind of, it changes your mood basically, and it kind of allows you to, as I said, get out of your mind and into your body and feel yourself, and that really helped. And then going for walks, like being in nature, going for these kind of forest walks that I do beside the river, these are like just small daily practices that I could fall back to once I was really struggling with those feelings. And yeah, like this is, as I said, like doing a healing journey and doing a YouTube channel at the same time, trying to make the content. Like I've already found all these principles before, and now I'm bringing them back into these latest videos because I want to write a book about them. They have helped me massively, and I feel as if they can help everybody else as well going through a kind of a journey or a kind of struggling life, because yeah, I feel as if the world life is hard sometimes, like doing a job that you don't enjoy, having like paying all the bills going up in price, you've not got as much money left over, you stop going out and enjoying yourself, you've stopped like going on holiday, you can't afford things, all these things. Then you've got kids and all those kind of pressures as well, and partners and stuff, and then you've got habits, bad habits, addictions that it's very hard to kind of get over, and like some of these are like coping mechanisms, like alcohol especially is a coping mechanism. Now, like I've done it before, I've got off booze for 5 months, and I'm off booze for the past 2.5 years. In July it'll be 3 years. But I feel as if I might actually go back drinking, just because I've lost that kind of enjoyment in my life, and I feel as if I've been really strict with myself. Now, the reason I'm contemplating going back is because I wasn't even going to talk about this in this video, but this is my thoughts recently. Is because I feel as if I've found structure. All these principles I'm putting in place, that allows me to structure my day better. So if I was going out drinking, what was really bad was I really had like 3 or 4 day hangovers. So if I didn't set my alarm, I didn't get up the next day, then my day was wasted. And that was your days off, and then you're back at work. I used to do 5 days 1 week, 6 days another. So if I was drinking my days off, that's all I was doing. I was drinking, and then I was suffering the next couple of days, and then back to work. And like, this is what my wife said as well. She's like, I don't even see you. And sometimes it's like, yeah, it was too much pressure. Now I feel as if when I came off alcohol, my wife was supporting me with it. And the problem was as well that you're kind of letting yourself have that kind of freedom, that kind of let your hair down as such. Now I feel as if I do just need to go and enjoy myself, but because I've got the structure in my days, I would be drinking maybe once every 2 weeks or once every month or something. But instead of just drinking for the sake of drinking, I want to actually say that if I want to meet friends, or if people are going out somewhere, or festivals or whatever, I want to basically not have like too much like stiffness, and I want to just be a bit free again. And I don't feel as if I have got a problem with alcohol. So obviously I have got off it for 3 years, but the reason I kind of said that was because a lot of people do have. Now, if you have got problems with like alcohol or habits, there's underlying issues there as well. And as I said, if you don't structure your day properly, then you're basically just drinking, or you're just using these addictions for the sake of that, and not actually achieving anything with your life. Because that was, for me, the big thing doing a job that you don't enjoy, and then drinking at the weekends, and then next thing you know, you're back to work at a job that you don't enjoy. What have you done in your days off? I was just drinking. It was okay. It wasn't that great. Whereas now it's like, with losing my wife, like that was what I put all my joy into. And that's why it was so hard, the heartbreak, because I've kind of hit rock bottom and built myself up from scratch. Now I want, like what I realised, as I said, it's like all my joy was linked to that. So now I want to structure my days where I can bring joy into my life. Yeah, and I feel positive about it. Yeah, so where am I at? Sorry, like when I always chat, I always end up going in wee different threads. So yeah, going back to it, like what about the kind of discipline? Like when you look at it like that, discipline starts to look very different. It's not something you force at the beginning. It's something that appears when your life starts to align, when your days have structure, when your actions have direction, when you start seeing progress. Discipline stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling more like momentum. So yeah, this is what I was kind of wanting to say. It was the discipline, momentum, alignment, your small days stacking up. That's your life starting to change. Now, remember to structure in joy. That is the purpose of life, to have joy. And I feel life has got a bit too serious. And for me, that's what I've realised, is that coming off alcohol, being dead strict with myself, I became too serious. I'm not saying that that is now linked to alcohol, but this is my kind of realisation. I'm like, I want to feel free again. I don't want to put restrictions on myself once I know that I've got structure in my day. Once I've, there's gonna be a purpose for my enjoyment, for living my life. So the difference isn't made in one big moment. It's made in how your days are structured and how those days stack over time. And once you see that clearly, you realise you've had more control than you thought all along. Now guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's a lovely night, but Slanjivar, ciao.